If you're about to spend your hard-earned money on a pair of premium desktop speakers like the Audioengine A2 Plus, you need to see this. I'm going to give you a brutally honest review of these famous little speakers, but here's what surprised me. The biggest problems I found aren't even in the official specifications. Therefore, if you're thinking of buying them, stick around because we're about to dive into the real performance that could save you from a very expensive mistake. For the best price, click the link in the description. Let's be clear, I wanted to love these. They look incredible. That high-gloss finish, the compact wood cabinets, they're basically the James Bond of desktop speakers, sophisticated and expensive-looking. On paper, they promise audiophile-grade 24-bit sound, the latest Bluetooth 5.3, and custom tuning by musicians. With a 4.4-star Amazon rating and a price tag of $279, the hype is real. But is the performance real? Or are you just paying for a pretty face? Therefore, let's not judge a book by its glossy cover and instead plug these in. The setup, as promised, is fantastically simple. Plug and play. I used the USB-C connection to my computer and we had audio in seconds. No drivers, no fuss. Bluetooth pairing was equally smooth, connecting to my phone instantly from across the room. So far, so good. The initial sound. Clean, very clean. But clean isn't the same as compelling, and that's where our first curiosity loop opens. What happens when we move beyond first impressions and really listen? Let's talk about that signature Audioengine sound, custom-tuned by musicians. For certain types of music, it's excellent. Acoustic tracks, vocals, jazz, and indie pop sound detailed and intimate. The mid-range is clear, and the high-end is crisp without being harsh. If your playlist is mostly coffee shop lo-fi beats, you might be ready to click Add to Cart right now. However, here's the first major but. Cue the bass-heavy track, or a complex rock song, or a cinematic movie score. The bottom end virtually disappears. It's like ordering a burger and getting just the bun and the lettuce. Where's the beef? The problem is physics. These are tiny speakers with 2.75-inch woofers. They physically cannot move enough air to produce meaningful bass. Audioengine will tell you that's what their optional S8 subwoofer is for, which is a fair point. But that's an additional $350. Suddenly, your $279 desktop speaker setup is a $629 system. Therefore, the first critical question is, are you okay with zero low-end on their own? For a near $300 speaker, that's a tough pill to swallow. It's like buying a sports car that needs a separate engine purchase to go up hills. Let's dive deeper into the sound profile. The tuning is very forward and in your head. It's an engaging listen for a while, but I found it became fatiguing during long work sessions. It lacks soundstage width and depth. The music feels like it's coming directly from the little boxes on your desk, not surrounding you. For critical listening or immersive gaming, this is a significant drawback. But wait, what about Bluetooth with that fancy aptX HD codec? Surely wireless saves the day. Therefore, let's cut the cord and see. Wireless performance is solid. The connection is stable up to a good distance, and the aptX HD support means higher quality streaming from compatible devices. The sound profile remains consistent, which is good. However, and this is a big however, you instantly lose the 24-bit high-resolution capability they tout. Bluetooth, even with aptX HD, is a compressed format, so that major selling point on the box, effectively gone when you go wireless. It's like having a Ferrari you're only allowed to drive in a school zone. Now, let's talk about the volume and power. They get decently loud for a small room or desktop, but push them past 75% volume and the limitations scream at you. The sound becomes strained, the bass distortion increases, what little bass there is, and the clarity shatters. They are not party speakers. They are I'm sitting right here speakers. This leads us to perhaps the most ironic problem of all, the build quality. They are hand-built with a 13-step paint process. They feel premium, but that high-gloss finish. It's a fingerprint and dust magnet of epic proportions. You will be cleaning these more than you look at them. It's a trophy that requires constant polishing. Let's synthesize the problems. Problem 1. Bass is virtually non-existent without a very expensive add-on. Problem 2. The sound signature can be fatiguing and lacks immersion. Problem 3. Key features like 24-bit audio are nullified in wireless mode. Problem 4. The beautiful design is hilariously high maintenance. For $279, these are not minor quibbles. These are fundamental compromises. But does that mean no one should buy them? Therefore, we need the resolution. Who are these actually for? The resolution is all about managing expectations. The Audioengine A2 Plus are not magical all-in-one speakers. They are a specific tool for a specific user. If you are a listener who prioritizes pristine mids and highs, listens primarily at low to moderate volumes at your desk, and loves a minimalist, design-forward setup, you might absolutely adore these. They are fantastic for acoustic, vocal-centric, and detail-oriented music. They are a premium product for a niche audience. Think of them as a precision scalpel, not a Swiss Army knife. However, for most people, especially at this price, the value proposition is shaky. You can find speakers with a more balanced, powerful, and immersive sound for less money. You'll just sacrifice that boutique, hand-built aesthetic. It's the classic style versus substance debate. My final verdict: don't buy the Audioengine A2 Plus if you want impactful, full-range sound straight out of the box. Don't buy them if you want a relaxed, wide soundstage for long sessions. Don't buy them if you hate constantly wiping down glossy surfaces. Consider them only if your priorities are compact size, stunning looks, and detailed mid-range clarity above all else, with the understanding you may need to add a subwoofer later. So what's the alternative? That's a video for another day, but the market is full of incredible options in this category that offer more complete sound. Do your research, listen if you can, and decide what you value most. For me, a speaker's primary job is to move me with sound, not just my eyes. If you've made it this far, you're now equipped with the real story behind the gloss and the marketing. You can make an informed decision and avoid a potential case of buyer's remorse. Therefore, if you've weighed everything and still want to check the latest price on the Audioengine A2 Plus, I've got you covered. For the best price on Amazon, click the link in the description below.